Hey gang, it's Chris from Ecoustics. I'm here in beautiful Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey at LG's headquarters to check out the 2026 line of audio and video gear, primarily the OLEDs. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really looking forward to playing around with them a little bit. We're gonna take inside and we're gonna do a couple of demos and check out what's new with LG's OLED for 2026. What we have on display are three of the models. The B6, which will be the entry level for 2026, the C6 in a 65-inch size, which is not featuring the hyper radiant color technology, but the C6H, which does feature the hyper radiant color technology and the tandem panel, and then a full flagship G6. So here, you take a look at them close up and see what you think. First up, this is the B6. It's the entry level OLED panel. You can see there's quite a bit of glare and reflection on it. It's got more of a mirror-like finish on the back panel. The standard C6 is an upgrade in brightness over the B6, but doesn't have the anti-reflection coating that the G6 has. And then what they're doing that's new this year is the C series in the 77 and 83-inch size does feature the tandem panel and hyper radiant color technology. So it's got basically almost say equivalent performance or very close performance to the flagship G5 from last year. But then when you go up to the G6 flagship, this has got the anti-reflective screen coating that absorbs a lot of the ambient room light, but without sacrificing the black levels in the OLED that we like so much, which some competitive models do. So again, this is the G6 flagship. This is the C6H, which has the tandem panel and hyper radiant color tech. The standard C6 in a 65-inch size, and the B6 entry level, which still has gorgeous blacks, but a little bit lower brightness. Again, the glossy screen surface, and doesn't quite have the power of the processor in the upper models. So that's, in a nutshell, the 2026 models, other than the wallpaper series W6, well, I'll show you right now. Hey, so this is the wallpaper TV from 2026, the W6, which we haven't seen a wallpaper TV from LG in a number of years, but it's super thin, mounts super flush to the wall, and also this time around includes the speakers right in the unit. And instead of having to have that bulky soundbar that had all the HDMI ports, that's all being done via a wireless connection box with 4 HDMI 2.1 inputs. So that's the flagship wallpaper series from 2026. I'm going to show you a quick demo of the backlighting that happens on a micro RGB TV, and compare an actual micro RGB TV with a OLED TV from LG. It's the G6 OLED. So let's take a look. So here you can see the actual backlight unit of a micro RGB TV. And what you want to pay attention to is as this white object, the white ball, which is actually Pac-Man, goes through the image, it changes the way the backlighting unit works. And you can see there are areas of the backlight that have to turn white, right? So you lose the benefits to a certain extent of the RGB backlighting because it has to reproduce both a color and a white object on the screen at the same time. And the benefits of RGB backlighting are that it can reproduce a wide array of colors, but you lose, like I said, a little bit of that advantage when you mix and match different colors on the screen at the same time. And the other thing you'll see when you're trying to reproduce, say, skin tones, and the backlight, or the color behind it changes, the skin tones can also change in how they appear on a TV because of something called color crosstalk. So some of the colors in the RGB backlighting system interfere with each other. And the way you'll kind of see that on a micro RGB TV is that a white object may turn into, or have slight shading of other colors on its edges when it's got other colors next to it that it needs to also reproduce. So you can see these white dots change colors. Let's see that one that looks a little pink because the lighting zone next to it has got magenta or red or blue colors that it's reproducing, and that colors the white with a tinge of other colors. And you can kind of see that in this demo. Meanwhile, on the OLED, regardless of what the background color is, the color of skin tones on this lovely model stay consistent. You might see some artifacts of the frame rate difference between my phone and the TV, but also as that white ball moves through the colors, you're not seeing the ball itself change colors. So this is just a highlight of some of the drawbacks of an RGB backlighting system when it comes to reproducing something other than a solid color. Hey gang, another cool demo we saw here at the LG headquarters here in New Jersey is the Alpha 11 Gen 3 processor is able to do 12-bit color processing, AI processing. They can expand standard color gamut to HDR color gamut. So they're doing a demo basically of 720p standard SDR content compared to 4K HDR content, and it's kind of hard to tell the difference between the two clips. Let me give you a quick preview of that. So on the left, we're looking at 720p SDR content, and on the right, we're looking at 4K HDR content, and it's a G6 on the left, so the 2026 flagship, compared to the G5 on the right, which is the 2025 flagship. And even in person, I know it's probably not captured as well on camera, but even in person, it's pretty impressive how close they're able to get this, 720p high definition content with standard definition, standard dynamic range, sorry, SDR color, to look like 4K HDR content. So, again, 720p on the left, 4K on the right. That's the 720p up converted and color up converted versus 4K native HDR.